scooping goldfish, and this tutorial was suggested by a couple of people. So here's an example of the trick, scooping goldfish. Alright, so there was an example of the trick, scooping goldfish. Now for this one, it's going to be kind of a short tutorial because there's not much to talk about with this trick. But this is kind of a different type of trick that's been around for a good amount of time, and it's really unlike any other trick that you do, so I thought I would do this tutorial because it's kind of a fun one. So to start off, you don't really need to know any tricks other than big cup. So obviously you need to know big cup if you're doing scooping goldfish to big cup. But other than that, we can just get into the trick. Alright, so before you start, you can do it either on carpet or a hard surface, doesn't really matter. When you're learning it, I suggest doing it on carpet because I found carpet is a bit easier. But once you get good at it, doing it on a hard surface or a carpet doesn't really make a difference. So let's get into this. First thing you're going to do is you're going to put the tama on the ground, and what I like to do is have the hole on the ground facing the ground or the floor so that it just sits there nice and easy, so the tama isn't like rolling around on anything. That's more of a problem on a hard surface, so make sure you put the hole facing down, and that means the string hole will be facing up. You don't have to do it that way, but I just found that way is easier. Now you're going to bend down. You can get on your knees if you want to, doesn't really matter. The next thing you're going to do is get into the position. So you can either have your 2 fingers on the big cup or not. When I was learning it, I put 2 fingers here because for some reason it kind of just helped me scoop it up easier. But you can do it without. Doesn't really matter, just whichever way feels better to you. What you're going to do next is, I like to make sure that the string hole is facing to the left, or the string is facing to the left so it doesn't really get in the way. What you're going to do next is hold the Ken like this, put it on the ground right next to the tama. So kind of have it just right next to the tama. You don't have to have it fully on like this. Just have it rest right there, and that's what it should look like. Now once you're in this position, this is when you can do the scoop up. So what you're going to do all in one really quick motion is push this way while kind of scooping the tama, and at the last second, really fast, you're going to bring the Ken up. So you're going to really want to do it fast. Do it more than you think you should when you're learning this. It's just a really quick motion. You can practice it without the tama if you really need to, if that helps. So just one motion. It's just this. This is what it would look like without the tama, as you can see. So it's kind of just a feeling that you have to get down. There's not much else to it. You can, like I said, do it this way. Sorry, that was a bad example. Without the fingers on the cup, and then with the fingers on the cup like that. Doesn't really matter. Once you get comfortable with it, it's a trick you'll be able to do super easily. So that's basically it for this trick. I'll do one example on the hard tile over there just so you can see. So this is what it would be like with a hard tile. See, for this, you would want to especially put the hole down. That's what I do, at least, onto the tile or the hard surface, because if you're doing this, it's kind of more likely for it to roll around. So I like to have the hole facing down and make sure the string is out of the way. All in one motion, scoop it up like that. Now once you're on big cup, you can just spike it however you want. Don't know how I missed spike. Spike it however you want. So that's basically it. There's not much else to the trick. There's different variations of it. Like, once you learn the normal one, you can do different ones, like scooping back like that. That was some of the MKO tricks like that. There's also the base cup one, I think. I'm not too good at those ones, but you can just play around with it, try different cups, try different styles and stuff. So that's basically it. Just remember, all in one motion. You can have the 2 fingers on the cup if that helps. And like I said, learning on carpet is easier at first, and then you can move over to a hard surface. So that's basically it for this tutorial. If you guys did like it, and if this did help, make sure to tell me down below. Make sure to leave your suggestions for next week's tutorial down below. I'm going to keep doing these because you guys seem to still like tutorials, even though I've done like over 40 of them. So this is number 41, I think. And yeah, like I said, make sure to leave your suggestions. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.